first things first, will everybody please turn off your cell phones? Our performers work very hard. We don't want to give them any sort of unnecessary distractions.
Aleem and I were pretty nervous hosting the show, so we decided, we wanted to look into culture ourselves, and we made you a little PowerPoint about NYMC and culture, kind of to give you a little background about what we're doing here and what we're trying to get the message out.
Yeah, so we sort of threw this together right after exams, but it's pretty accurate. So our first picture here, culture was invented in 1532 in France, along with fashion and arrogance.
The first man to actually show culture was a Frenchman, who then, consequently, had to get beat up by his older brother for being a little ridiculous.
So the two people who founded New York Medical College were actually Chester, New York, and Arthur Medical College, hence the name New York Medical College. Yeah, so another fun fact, as you can see there, in 1870, New York Medical College was actually the first school to graduate an African-American student. She finished the top of her class, and her name was Susan McKinney Shaw. So that's fascinating.
Fortunate for the first years, New York Medical College was the first university to actually culture fun, a good time, a good sense of humor, and just straight fun people.
Yeah, so another interesting fact was actually in 1901, NYMC actually invented the flu shot. The original purpose was just to terrify children. It turns out we could have prevented the Spanish flu, but just didn't realize it at the time.
So NYMC 2 years ago got bought by Touro College. So tonight, we have a lot of Jewish culture performances that we're really excited to show you.
Oh, yeah, Stephen, could you mind telling us about a couple of those?
Well, there's so I guess finances got a little cut. We're kind of tight on the budget here. So unfortunately, this year we're not able to provide you with some Jewish performances.
Well, we'll do it next year, though, we promise, when we're not here.
So NYMC was also the first university to find the bacteria Bacteremia, which presenting symptoms are usually a fever, headache, with occasional bouts of explosive laughter. We'll say laughter there.
So it's a really stunning and I think moving experience. Just last week, to show solidarity for people who were affected by Hurricane Sandy, NYMC decided to have a self-imposed power outage, just so we could feel that it was real beautiful. The students really got behind it, and it was very touching. And surprisingly, this is actually the first culture show ever to be hosted by someone on the no-fly list.
Well, so as you guys can see, we have maybe a little work to do on our perspective of culture. So hopefully this show will teach us a thing or two. And, Aleem, I guess at least you got to have a little bit of knowledge of Indian culture, right?
Indian culture is vast, it's complicated. There are a lot of things I could tell you about it. So I'm going to sort of break it up into 3 succinct points that we can all take home together. First, when you dance, you got to move your shoulders like this, okay?
Like this, Aleem?
Just like you, Stephen. Are you half Indian?
Yeah.
So that's number 1. The second thing is you need to make food that is so spicy no white person can enjoy it.
I'm still feeling the consequences from dinner.
And the third thing, and this is the most important thing if you want to be Indian and really buy in the Indian culture, you never pay retail price for anything. It's forbidden.
We're all good, buddy.
Yeah.
Without further ado, it's an honor to watch these Bollywood ladies inform us a little bit more about Indian culture.
Yeah, I think they'll do a better job than Stephen could do.